T. Gray and MK, you are now cleared for flight school takeoff.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
All right, this is going to be incredible. A super hot September update with Blue Diamond Jake Parton and Black Diamond Desi Lipova, Diamond Alte Errol, and Emerald Elliott Ward. This is going to be fantastic. All right. Stay connected with the WhatsApp community, ibooMnation.com. Go there, fill out the information. Telegram, search at Ibüümerang and click join. For your September leaders' birthdays, we are fundraising for the BÜM Foundation, and you can go to theboomfoundation.com or your back office and click auto ship. Every little bit helps the children. What does Diamond Abiel Gebra Selassie want for his birthday? BÜM Foundation donations. And what does Diamond Tierra Edwards want for his birthday? BÜM Foundation donations. Chargebacks. If you charge back, you will be terminated. However, you can go to iboomhub.com/downloads and download the multiple use credit card form. However, you've got to pull your information out of their back office prior to the next auto ship running. Don't give your funds to anyone for trading. Ibüümerang will not be held responsible for your loss of funds, folks. Don't do it. Cross-recruiting and switching teams, it's grounds for termination for both the switcher and the sponsor, and it's not allowed. This is your brick. You are personal star achiever 300 QV, dual team qualified, one left, one right, 10 elevate customers, 1500 QV. This all adds up to 1800 PQV, and you want every person on your team to accomplish and maintain this. CEO Circle, 10 elevate customers. You can go to all events for free, but you've got to be qualified for 3 months in advance. CEO Corner, 25 elevate customers, all virtual and live events, including elevate boot camps. However, you must be qualified for 3 months in advance. Training call and recordings are now on iboomhub.com. And the YouTube playlist is live, youtube.com/iboomerang. It's right at the top. Ibüümerang presentations by your top leaders. Log into Rank Up, click prospecting videos, grab the link and send it. However, you've got to match the person with the prospect. Profit Snatcher testimonials are now in Rank Up. Log into Rank Up, click prospecting videos, click Profit Snatcher testimonials, grab the link and send it. And again, you've got to match up the prospect with the presenter. Travel and Trade Corner with Doris Lopez. We like to call her D-Lo, and she is your travel and trade advisor. These calls are on Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Introducing the private coaching program, Deanna Shamim and G Money, and they will help you get to your trading goals. Trade Buddy Lounge, live trading with the best profit coaches, and you need a Trade Buddy subscription is required. And so DP, Donnie Pips, is knocking it out of the park in the Trade Buddy Lounge. Send us your Profit Snatcher wins and Trade Buddy video testimonials. Send your Elevate and Trade Buddy video testimonials to profitsnatchers@elevate.com for written, and then tradebuddytestimonials.com for Elevate and Trade Buddy videos. Profit Snatchers monthly schedule. Profit Snatchers America every first and third Wednesday of the month, and that's at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Profit Snatchers Europe every second and fourth Thursday of the month, and that's 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. UK time. Trade Buddy Elevate call Shamim Agahi, Master Trader, and that's Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. He will walk you through how to maximize your profits with Trade Buddy. This is the only call today, folks. MK coming to you from the flight deck.
What's up? How you doing?
What's up, bro?
I am multitasking like a crazy person over here. I'm trying to figure out how to approve a video in the Discord.
Oh, okay.
Uh, but man, great job with the videos.
Yeah.
The announcements there.
Yep.
So I'm seeing you. Are you like planning out what you're going to wear in flight school when you do the announcements? Because I noticed that there's like a little trend going. You always
Yeah.
have on what you have on. So like either you're like doing the video early in the morning, or you're like, I'm going to coordinate this whole thing. Which one?
Okay. Yep. I'm coordinating. I'm glad you noticed.
I noticed. Yeah.
Uh,
All right. Well, cool.
all
Let's
right.
we
Let's
have
go.
just a couple of quick things
Let's
to
go.
knock out. So let's do this. All right. Uh, Everybody go in your back office and make sure you got an email address. Make sure you update your email. We had a bunch of folks that we tried to send out some recognition to, but we couldn't because the list of people who did not have an email was surprisingly long. So make sure that your email is all solid. Just be on your admin stuff, people.
Yeah.
All right.
Gold zone.
It's the goal zone. It's the goal zone. Actually, guess what? Look at it. Look at the backgrounds. In case you didn't notice, it's the goal zone. That's right. The 21st to the 30th of the month. And what do we focus on in the goal zone? What do we focus on? Massive volume. Massive volume. And yeah, it was a trick question because it's on the screen. So how do we create massive volume? You know, what have we been doing all month? Well, we started out the month with massive exposure, right? And then we started following up with those people. And hats off to Jackie Pippins, Blue Diamond, Jackie Pippins, Emerald Vita Wooten, Carolyn Wallen. You know what? They did what they were supposed to do. They found a really sharp A player prospect. And guess what? They did three-way calls. They did all the follow-up stuff. And guess who the last three-way call was? Me. Yeah, that's right. And so we had a good conversation. I talked to Guy a little bit and scared him and made him run away. No, he got started. So super exciting. What are we focusing on? Income producing activities. What makes money? What you get paid to do. All right. So in these last 10 days of the month, the hyper focus is on converting all the volume that you've been stirring up in the first 20 days of the month. This is where you move people from meeting to meeting, but you shorten the time in between that, right? Okay, well, I want to show you something else. Show them tomorrow, right? Okay. Who has seen a presentation that has not made a decision? Who needs to upgrade that got started at the lower packs? Let's do some depth charging because remember, you've got a binary, so you can kind of market the fact that, hey, if you get started now, you're going to override other people. And who is running for a rank this month? I think Jake and those guys are keeping secrets. They haven't told me who's pushing this month. I think Desi's keeping some secrets. She hasn't told me who's pushing this month, but we about to find out, people. We about to find out. And if you do it right and you're focused down on your IPAs in the goal zone, you can literally do 3 to 4 times the amount of volume that you did in the first 2 weeks of the month. And that's why you never, ever, ever give up on your month in the goal zone. All right, love you guys. That's it. What else we got?
Don't miss any Trade Buddy notifications. Go to elevatediscord.com or iBoom or hub.elevate.com and log in.
All right, cool. And you know what? Now I want to give Donnie some props because I just appreciate him so much. Last week, when we announced this for the first time, we actually showed you how to go in, how to set yourself up in the Discord so that you can turn off some notifications and make sure you don't miss the Trade Buddy notifications. And we showed you how to do that. And Donnie put in the chat, hey guys, I'm gonna make a video for you to make it easy for everybody. He just let me know the video is done. It's being posted. So a little bit later today in the Discord, you are gonna see that video. And you know what, here's folks, I really want to encourage you to use the Discord. I want to encourage you to make sure that your customers are in the Discord. This community is absolutely buzzing. There's no feeling of being alone if you're in the Discord. None whatsoever. This Discord is hot. People are posting, people are commenting, people are talking back and forth to each other. The Discord is a major part of Elevate because it's our community. It's our place where we come together virtually and not have to be alone. And Donnie just put in the chat, you can find him every day in the Discord. Discord has a phone app. You can do it on your phone. And I know that there can be a lot of notifications, and maybe that's why some of you might be missing your Trade Buddy notifications. But go back and watch last week's recording, or watch a recording that Donnie is posting. He's going to show you how to, for example, turn off the notifications for the big channel, but turn on the notifications for the Trade Buddy channel, so that you keep getting your Trade Buddy and it'll be popping up on your phone. So for those of you who still are, a little bummed that the app is being overhauled and isn't firing notifications just yet, you shouldn't be feeling any pain at all, because you should be getting the notifications from Discord. As a matter of fact, when the app works, what's going to end up happening is you're going to get 2 notifications for every Trade Buddy trade. So that is where we is at. Right? Ashley, we'll see what Ashley said. Trade Buddy notifications been on fire this week. Alex Giorante says, I love the Discord. It's been amazing, 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 amazing. So I'm telling you guys, it's good stuff.
All right. Trade Buddy, week
Hey, Mark.
916 through 920.
Hey, Mark, question for you.
What?
Has Trade Buddy been buddying this week?
Yes, it has been buddying. 916 through 920. 8 trades, 4 wins. Max pips, 968, 50%. And if you wanted to trade one lot, it's $9,680. 8 trades, 7 wins, 1 loss. Max pips, 1,076, 86% win rate. And if you would have traded one lot, it's $6,681. 13 trades for UCAD, 11 wins, 11 wins. Max pips, 276, win rate 85%. And if you would have traded one lot, it would have been $2,020. And there's still 2 open trades running. The win rate for 29 trades, 22 wins, 76% win rate, max pips, 2,320.
So that means that if you would have taken every trade at one lot, you would have made $18,000 profit this week.
Yep.
That's pretty darn amazing. Yeah, Trade Buddy was buddying this week for show. All
right.
The week before that, it was about 19,000. So it just keeps going.
Yep. Cool. All right. Mystery gift. We'll be sending a mystery gift for every rank advancement for Sapphire and above in the month of September.
Good job, sir.
Yeah. Boom Gear September. The first 50 orders on boomgear.com in the month of September will get an extra item or 2 or 3 in addition as a special thank you.
All right. Get your boom gear.
All right.
I'll have what he's having. Okay.
Want to explode your business in September? We are going to bring up Jake Parton and his crew for flight school.
Yes. So go back to that.
Okay.
Hey guys, look at this. There's two words because everybody, sometimes people want to say folks are lucky. Sometimes people say, oh, they're getting some favoritism or whatever. But there's 2 words on here that explain why Blue Diamond Jake Parton's team is rocking. And they're faint. And you got to look a little close. But the answer is there. Who sees the 2 words? Oh, I see them in the chat. Put them in the chat, Facebook. Let me see what you got over here, Facebook. Right? Where you at? Let's see. Go to where's the Facebook thing on my screen here, right? Put it in the chat. Show me that you see the 2 words. Does everybody see the 2 words? And the 2 words are not blue diamond. That's not why he's winning. There's 2 words on here that show why he is blue diamond. Who sees the 2 words? Every day, every day, every day showing up, every day being the same, every day sticking to your routine, every day being focused on what you want, every day saying, hey, I'm gonna go out and do the thing. Jake Parton didn't say, hey, you do it, you do it, you do it, you do it. I'm blue diamond already. He said, no, I'm gonna do it every single day. And I'm gonna do it not just for my team. I'm gonna do it for the big team. I'm gonna do it for everybody. He goes, hey, I'm doing it anyway. Why not let everybody on? So I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a reason that this team is rocking another month in a row. So the month is not over yet. You got 10 more days where you could be jamming on Blue Diamond Jake Parton's call. It's 8 p.m. UK time. That's 9 p.m. in Denmark, I think, because so Denmark could be in the house. And what time is that here for us, bro?
2 p.m.
2 p.m. in the afternoon. Nice mid-afternoon fire shot. Give you the opportunity in Central Time, 2 p.m., 3 p.m. on Eastern Time, 12 noon in California. So U.S. people don't think, oh, it's too early. No, it's perfect. It gives you an opportunity for somebody to see a presentation and have a couple of 3-way calls and sign up that night. And here's the thing. Why do you want to leverage somebody who's doing a presentation every day? Because anytime you do anything over and over again, you get good at it, you get better at it. You got to understand, after doing the presentation now for 20 days in a row, Jake Parton is in a groove. He's got what's called in basketball the hot hand. He's got the give me the ball right now syndrome going on. You want to have somebody who was that fired up do the presentation. So I also want to challenge you guys. If you're not winning in September, is because you're not having what this man is having. All right.
All right.
I'm drinking coffee now.
Yeah. All right. Hey, come on. Let's bring them on.
We got a rock star squad coming on here. That's what I'm talking about. Desi, I don't know how you always end up on here with all these boys, but you make us look good, man. You make us look good. Do we need to promote?
Yeah, we need to make Elliot. Let's see here.
So we got Altay. What's up, Altay? How are you, brother?
What's up, T Gray?
Good to see you, man.
So you need to make him co-host.
I do too. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. Let's see where to go. There you go, Elliot. Hold on. 1001, 1002, and boom. You should be able to go now, bro. There he is. My man. How you doing? Good to see you. Sir, Jake, my brother.
Yo.
You are just incredibly too cool, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
You know, if I could run downstairs across the way and get my sunglasses, I would get mine too. I'm just gonna have to be over here regular. All right. Desi, good to see you.
Great to see you too. Thanks for
Why do I feel like I've talked to you every day this week?
Well, that's a good deal. See, let me tell you something. I saw the flyer last night at 3 o'clock when Mark posted in all the groups. And I said, oh, what a surprise. I guess I'm supposed to be on flight school. So I said, it's good that I saw it because, I usually, sometimes I may take it from bed. That's the beautiful part about what we do here.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, Boomerang, folks, where you find out you're going to be on flight school.
Yep.
I'm making sure you get the announcements.
All right. Altay, did you know?
I had no idea. I just woke up this morning. I checked my phone. I was like, I checked flight school. I was like, oh, what? My face is on the flight. I was like, is that me? Well, yeah, completely unexpected. But
Elliot, did you know?
This is leadership, I guess.
No clue.
No clue.
You didn't know either?
No,
No.
no idea. We stay ready. You know how it is.
So the only person who knew was Jake.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. Oh, so that's why Ava's missing. Ava, come on, you didn't know? Ava? Teasing you, Ava. All right, cool. Well, hey, look, today's topic is, in case you didn't know, I'm just crying over here laughing so hard. Today's topic is, what's going on with September? I mean, you guys are all doing something that is insane. Your teams are exploding this month. And you guys ever heard the expression miss the obvious? Right? So many times people miss the obvious. So what I would like you guys to do today is let's make it plain. Say, hey, we are rocking because this is a decision that we made whenever that decision was made, and this is what's happening today. So I'm gonna let you guys jump it off. Jake, Mr. Everyday.
Yeah. Of course, I'm excited because we had an event in Bristol in the UK, and we told everyone that in order to be a leader and really own your business, you have to be showing the plan, right? And we obviously I know that myself, yourself, and the Diamonds, we all jumped on a Zoom call and was like, what can we do to just sort of form that bond again as a company. And I think the best way to not only create that bond but lead by example is by taking action. So I thought, you know what, listen, I'm going to show the plan every single day. I'm going to do it every single day. That way, then it eliminates everyone's excuses in my eyes. I love how Mr. Gibson sort of like frames things where he says, like, if you're on a plane and you're going through some turbulence, and the people that work on the plane, if they're calm, you're kind of relaxed, right? And what that means is that, if you see a leader who's excited about something, they probably know something that you don't, right? And I know everyone on the line right now knows what's coming with the company. And I just thought, you know what? Let's just do what we do best, and just instead of waiting to become excited, instead of waiting for things to be perfect, let's just take action. Let's build those winning habits, because essentially that it's going to be, your lifestyle is going to fall to the level of your habits, you see. And if you attain a result without forming the habits, you are in fear of going backwards. That's what I've learned. And I thought, you know what, let's because that's all Holton did. Holton has created an environment for people to become successful. So why not let us just dig the ditches, get ready for that wave of people, and create an environment that there's literally no excuse. And now what's happening is, I see, Elliot's showing the plan every single day. There's also people within the organization just showing the plan every single day, and just being excited about it. But I think a lot of people are asleep right now, if I'm being honest. And they're just sleeping. They're just going with the flow, just waiting for God to choose them. And it's just not gonna work out. It's really not gonna work out. I don't understand, T Gray, how we can jump on these calls every single week, tell people, hey, listen, you got to be showing the plan. People can listen to the information, watch the information, then go and then don't do it. It blows my mind. Like Jim Rohn says, isn't that interesting? It blows my mind. So I love people. I love it's just their habits that I've got a problem with. And I just wanted to just jump on and just lead by example. That's all I'm doing. I'm having fun with it. We've got a lot of new people getting started. We're running a lot of, I had a lady go dual qualified. That spark. She's like been re-sparked, Megan, in New Zealand. And I know Elliot's having some duplication in his organization. A lot of people, bringing in new people ASAP because they've got an environment to do so. They're not waiting around. There's always something going on. There's always the next call to be excited about. So that's my reason behind it. I just realized that a lot of people are asleep right now and making up excuses. I can't deal with that stuff personally.
Love that. Share the plan every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, people go to work every day, right, and build someone else's goals. So why not show up for you and your goals every day? It's just it's just the same. Showing the plan It takes 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes of your time. If you can't put 30 minutes of your time into your goals and dreams, I mean, I'd question why you're even here. I know that's probably not a great comment to say, but think about it. Why would you step into entrepreneurship if you're not willing to open your shop? It's just, and I like to help people see that, because I don't like seeing people be consistent in showing up but not doing the work, and just, you know, this business becomes an expense. Forget that. Like, you're here for a short time. You know, you're here for a good time. Let's just do the work, and eventually what's going to happen is you're going to attract people that are going to just follow your actions. That's just the way I think.
Hey, Desi, how many times do you share the plan every day?
Sometimes 2, sometimes 3. Really depends. For myself personally, 2. Mr. Bucks told us, we were on a call maybe a little over a month ago, and he gave us a plan, you know, with some of the diamonds. And you know, personally, he said each and every one of us should be showing the plan every single day, at least 2 times. You know, the goal was for each and every one of us on that line to be recruiting 8 people a week. So even if you know, have 1 person on the call, you still have the opportunity to bring that person, you know, in the business. But, you know, like what I've been focused in, you know, this is what I was talking with Tigre, and I want to give huge shout out to Jake for stepping up and obviously, you know, hosting this call. And you know, it's amazing. And I said, you know, hey, you need help, I will help you out with that. But my main goal right now is, you know, building in my backyard. You know, Mr. Bucks has been saying this since we got started with the company. And I mean, I never really understood it, because obviously I built this business mainly online the first 2 years due to COVID. So, you know, now I'm literally building it in my backyard. I have probably 10 people that are living on the same street, you know, with me, which I'm extremely excited. But, you know, I meet with a lot of people in person, you know, belly to belly. I do presentations in person, you know, over coffee, depending on what they're interested is, where they're going, you know, Elevate, I Go, whatever it is, you know, environment, right? Because everybody's looking for something, and we have the solution for everybody. And, you know, with your flyers, the gold zone, here's the deal. In life right now, you know, where the world is headed with, you know, the world economy, things of that nature, you know, we get to create our own economy, and each and every one of us are in our own gold zone, where now each and every one of you that's listening here on the line can create, you know, a massive gold zone, not just for yourself, but for your family, right? Because the opportunity is bigger than ever. You know, people are, you know, complaining, you know, government is going to help me. You know, I hope this person does this. Nobody will ever save you. The only person that will save you is you, right? Nobody's coming to save you, folks. You get to choose if you're going to save yourself, and each and every one of you has the opportunity to do that, just like each and every one of us here on the line. But you got to make a decision. Like Jake said, he made a decision. You know, he stepped up. He said, I'm going to be hosting this call every single day, because not only because he knows what's coming, it's because what's already here. You know, we're living in a golden mine where people are out there seeking an opportunity, and all we got to do is just go and share it, become more, you know, loud. We really have to, you know, get loud, because we do have a golden mine within our company. I mean, Mr. Bugs gave us the opportunity, gave us the vehicle, but it's up to us if we're going to take, you know, responsibility and, you know, drive this vehicle, right? So, yeah, 2 times a day for me. And obviously, you know, extra for my group and whoever's running. So back to you, Mark.
Cool. So Alte, how many times do you share the plan?
So for me, it's if I'm doing it for myself, it's normally around about 3 times a week. For my team, obviously depending who's launching, it could be like once a day or every other day, depending who's kind of moving and grooving. But at the moment, you know, I think this time of year is a really, you know, good time to really build momentum to really finish the last quarter of the year, because you know, the average person right now, like, you know, they've whether they've been on holiday or whatever, people now are kind of looking at like, how can I really finish this year strong? So, you know, it's a really great time to be, you know, bringing new people into your business and also getting your team excited about how they're going to finish the last quarter strong. So, you know, the moment for me, obviously doing lots of one-on-ones, exposing, using the system. You know, we're not always doing presentations myself, but using the system, using the calls that Jake's doing, what Desi's doing. And that's the thing, like a lot of brand new people come on board and they're like, you know, how do I actually build this business? But there's a system in place that for you to use. And that's why I love what we have. So bringing lots of new energy right now, using the system effectively and creating that excitement for your team of where they see themselves in, you know, within the next 30, 60 and 90 days. And yeah, that's really what I'm excited about right now, and just seeing what we done last month, seeing, you know, all the new ranks and you know, people getting the recognition and just seeing where this is going to be within the next well, now we've only got like 10 days left of the month, but I'm really excited of what's to come.
Okay, your turn, Elliot.
Yeah, no, I think that people miss how important the presentation really is. I was on a call yesterday with 2 of my leaders, and we didn't have any guests on the call. So what we did was we put in the work, we got good. And I think that I actually believe that when we're on calls like this and we see leaders on stages or presenting, I think people can lose sight of where they're really at. And I think that no one's too good to jump on a call with 2 brand new people that want to be able to present and actually break it down as a leader and show them how to get good. Because the team with the most presenters earns the most money, and this industry is built upon presenting. And if you haven't got a team that presents, you ain't making the money. If you're not retailing or recruiting, you're not in network marketing. And speed's the key. I've missed out on so much income because of speed. Like, let people come into the business and then they wander around a bit for like 3 days without that person earning any money. And all of a sudden the fire of why they got started and the reason why they got started is gone because you haven't gotten paid. So I've got people in my business now placing a trade, earning income within 24 hours. And you as the leader need to be the fastest. I'm always the fastest onto any new individual, any new presentation. I'm the fastest, and the leader has to be spread amongst, has to be organized. The at-glance calendar, it goes everywhere with me, because I realized when I started to use that in the right way, my income just dramatically changed, and my business is rapidly growing. So you've got to be aware of what success looks like in this business, and it's presenting, and it's asking yourself, how many times have you actually asked someone to buy from you this week? Mm-hmm. If you haven't asked people to buy from you, you haven't got a business, I'm afraid. You have to ask people to buy. And I get a little bit, you know, if I haven't asked people to buy in the last 24, 48 hours, that's a problem. Do you know why? Because your team's going to do that too. That's a real problem. So I realize that every leader has to be asking people to buy. Every leader has to be retailing and recruiting and showing people you're actually getting results. And any leader that's not willing to step forward and get results themselves, I'm afraid your organization isn't going anywhere. So you've got to stay in phase 1 and be judged by that. Phase 1's where you're going to be judged as a leader. And I learned that as long as you've got people presenting, as long as you're showing them, and even if you need to hold their hand through every single presentation till they get good, guess what? You're the leader. You chose this. So this passive income and residual income is phenomenal. But right now you've got to be in there getting dirty with your people. And I'm in there getting, you know, doing whatever we need to. I'm with you know, the Pacific time zone doing lives and doing presentations. Then I'm up with Europe back on presentations, and that's this industry, right? And it's worth it. It's a 4-year plan. It's not a 4-day plan. It's not a 4-week plan. It's a 4-year plan. So if you do this for 4 years and you act with speed, it should only be 4 years, in my opinion. So you've got to know what really the industry is built on, because it's not built on many components, but the ones that it is, get great at them. And I just decided to get fantastic at them. So,
you know what? I love that, because as you were talking, Elliot, excuse me, you made me think about the number one reason that people fail. Does anybody know? Can anybody put that in the chat? The number one reason that people don't succeed, the number one reason that people don't get what they want, the number one reason why people just flounder. Yep. So those are definitely synonyms Everybody's putting synonyms in here for the number one reason: lack of consistency, right? Not taking action. All that is code for simply not doing the work. They're not doing the work. You know, Elliot said not showing the plan, not sharing. If you said, I think the way you said it, Elliot, was if you're not showing the plan, if you're not sharing the product, you're not really.
If you're not recruiting and retailing, that's network marketing is recruit and retail. That's network marketing.
That's what he said. He said, if you're not recruiting and you're not retailing, you're not in network marketing. Don't fool yourself. Don't lie to yourself, right? And like Desi just said in the chat, Desi, we're like on screen together, but I'm reading your comments from the chat. That's in any business. That's not just this business. You know, so you got to understand that you're demonstrating is a failure trait that you need to solve so that you can win. And it's so easy to solve it because all you have to do is number one, make a decision and then do it, right? The number one reason for failure is not doing the work. So you got to do the work. So let me ask you guys this question. You know, Jake, even though it only takes 20 minutes, and even though it's something that you should do every day, and even though it's the game plan that our coach, our visionary mentor gave you, Mr. Bugs, still anything that's the right thing to do is never the easy thing to do. When did you make that strong decision that said, you know what, I'm doing this every day?
It was when we had that call with the Diamonds, if I'm being honest. You know, I just felt like it was time to just, I don't know, I don't like I just took responsibility for my business. That's it. I just took full responsibility, because I think if you got anything about you which is like relying on outside circumstances as to you feeding your family, that's not a nice way to live. You know, we're in complete control with what we think and what we do every day. You can't control people buying, but you can control your output. You know, you don't know what the input's going to be. That's God's plan, right? You have to do what you have to do. So you need to be talking to as many new people as possible. Like, I can't, like, it's the first thing I do. I'm always just in my phone, talking to new people, building new connections, going out, meeting new people, piquing their interests, you know, getting their Instagram or whatever it is, inviting them to calls, collecting decisions, and helping my group do the exact same thing. Constantly calling calls to actions. Like, there's people in this business that use social media, but they don't do like call to actions every day. Like, what are you doing? Social media is a business. It's not where you go to socialize. It is if you're a consumer, but if you're a producer, it's business. Everything's business. And if we're not making money together, you know, then we don't associate in this season. You know, we need to be making money together. So, like, are you in? Are you in? Are you ready to make some? I genuinely believe that this way of making money is the best way to make money. I genuinely believe that, like, with my heart. Network marketing, Ibüümerang, and Holton Bugs for me is the best way by a long way. Like, nothing even comes close to how good we've got it. Nothing comes close, guys. Nothing, because I'm not following products and services. I'm following a leader. Holton Bugs is like, his I mean, it's incredible. Okay, so people need to really think about that. So, like, you're not selling your results, guys. You're leaning on success. It's already a proven track record. Like, think about what's the probability of you becoming successful outside of this business? What are the probabilities? Guys, 95% of people that start their own thing fail. Okay, so the smartest thing anyone can do is tap into a proven system. Like, I did think, like, I don't just study Holton Bugs. I study his millionaires. Study all his mentees. They all say the same thing. It builds belief. It blows my mind. I talk to people in this business, and they still like doubting network marketing. I'm like, you haven't done any research. What are you talking about? I don't think I've like, if I watch like Eric Worre Go Pro, I think I watch every single episode, every video Holton's done. I've watched every audio, whatever it is. I am completely every single day selling myself on this industry, because if you don't sell yourself on why this is the best, the world's going to sell you on distractions. The world's going to occupy your mind. social media, TikTok, this business model, that Instagram influencer. No, you've got to really protect your goal. And if your goal right now is to create freedom, which if you don't have freedom yet, I believe that should be the number one priority in your life right now, which, by the way, for a lot of people, it's not a lot of money. The average income is about $2,500 a month. That doesn't take you that long to get to that income in network marketing, guys. It takes you about 3 to 6 months of just absolute focus to get to that. Some people do it faster than that. But because you're doubting the process, even though Holton Bugs has created over 100 millionaires, I believe this industry has created more millionaires than any other industry since the 1970s. You get given a proven track record. You get given the company provides everything you need. Why wouldn't you give your absolute all? There's no way you can fail. There's only one enemy. It's the enemy. Get out your own way. Do the work. Go all in. I'm telling you right now, because we've got your back. We're going to make sure that you're successful. You're not sell your mentor. Like, I looked at how much of a rock star Darren was, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm just going to sell him. I'm going to become the world's best trailer for Darren Gibson. I'm going to sell him because Darren's got a gift of communicating. So, and everyone on the line right now that you see, Desi, Alte, Elliot, any diamond, any person that's hit these ranks, they've got gifts of communication. They know what they're doing. Leverage them. It's not even you. Well, I don't believe in myself. You don't need to believe in yourself to become successful in this industry. You don't need to believe in yourself. You know, honestly, you've got to just look at someone who's actually got the results and just sell that. I got to Blue Diamond in this company before even placing a trade. And people are like, oh, well, I need to become successful in trading before I start sharing it. I don't trade. Even now, Tigray, I have not placed one trade in 2 months.
Wow.
Why? Focus. I got to know it was I know trading's great. It's a distraction for me. I need to change lives right now. I would rather build a network and get and here's what I learned from Holton. I never forget. I went to Holton. I said, Holton, I'm not gonna say the amount. It was 5 figures. I got 5 figures here to invest. Right? Where do you think I should put it? And he went, Jake, you need to go and earn some money. I'm over here thinking, hang on a minute. I got this big lump sum in my mind, right? Big lump sum. He said, no. Successful people, we like to invest big to win big. We don't invest small to win small. That's a waste of time. I see people trading with, and that's okay if you're an Elevate customer and you want to trade with $100, $500, even $1,000. That's okay. But if you're a builder and you've got less than $1,000 in your account and you're making £20 a day, what are you doing? What are you actually doing? Go and cut grass and get £20. Build wealth. Let's build a business. This is how I think. And Tigray, this is how I talk to my leaders. You join this business to create wealth, not make some pocket change. Guys, this is how I think. And that's what I inject into my leaders. And do you know what? It pushes away some people. That's okay. That's okay.
This is so good. I love what flight school has turned into. I don't know which one of you guys made it, a couple of last week or the week before. He said it feels like a podcast. It's got real podcasty up in here. You know what I'm talking about? And Jake, you're just flowing. I mean, you're just dropping these pearls of wisdom. And like, there was one thing that you said, and I want to make sure that people don't miss this. And maybe when you guys will talk about this, because unfortunately, there is a human trait where when someone is having more success than us, our first inclination might be to look for reasons why that person is succeeding and we're not. What is it that they have that we don't have? And use that then as an excuse to continue as you are, right? And that's a negative trait. And as humans, unfortunately, we lean toward the negative, and it takes work to make yourself be positive, right? And so, Jake, you said something. I want to make sure that people don't trip over it and take exception. You said all these people have incredible communication skills.
Right.
Folks, I don't want you to ever think that these people are successful because they have incredible communication skills. I want you to understand that they are successful because they made a decision to have incredible communication skills at some point. Jake, I know your story. I know that you've been working on your accent. You used to have a different type of accent that was harder to understand than the one you have right now. And you said, you know what? You made a decision one day. You said, you know what? This is in the way.
Yeah.
And I'm getting it out of the way. Right? Does anybody else at some point in time made a decision that makes you the communicator that you are today?
100%. Yes. Yes. I mean, for me personally, when I did get started in the beginning, I could never see myself speak like Jake or speak like Jason and Tier and Darren and, you know, all these
I
phenomenal.
was saying Darren.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, you know, that was never like, honestly speaking, that was never a goal of mine. That was never a vision of mine to be in front of the room and, you know, to be speaking. That was never on my list. You know, was my on my list to be successful and do what I was doing. That, you know, absolutely. But, you know, Tigre, like in the past when I was, you know, running my traditional business and I was sponsoring a lot of events, you know, and being the main sponsor, they always wanted me to talk. And I'm like, I don't want to be in front of the room. You know, I'll send some of the people that were working for me and I'm like, you go talk. And they're like, no, we want you to talk. You created this product, you know, and that was one of my biggest insecurities. One of the biggest insecurities, like of all times. Was I great on one-on-ones? Absolutely. You know, I knew how to build relationships. I knew how to build trust. You know, just like being in sales for so long. But, you know, like with a group of people, that is like a hell no type of a deal, unless I really trusted you and allowed you to be in my presence and my, you know, to be close to me. But, you know, Mr. Gibson saw something in me that I didn't see, you know, and this is the beauty of what we do here, because, you know, essentially when you ask for more, you're asking for a new you, right? You're going to have to leave the old version of you and let us, you know, allow us to lead you, allow us to guide you to the place where you want to be, because you've never been there. So you don't know what it looks like. You don't know what it feels like. Right? So you're going to have to abandon, you're going to have to bury that old version of you. And the process is very uncomfortable. I mean, me and Alte have been talking because obviously Alte's been with me since almost day one. He probably started a couple of weeks after.
Right.
I got started with Darren, and he knows, you know, he's watched the whole process, you know, versus other people that are coming in my business today, or, you know, let's say they came in, you know, a few months ago, you know, because they, like you said, they can't resonate. But Alte knows, and we were, you know, he shared some videos with me. Even the look, it's not like I've changed anything with my look. You know.
No.
Yeah.
Desi, seriously? You put an Instagram post up in the recent past,
Right.
where you kind of put up kind of your personal evolution, your timeline.
Right.
And I watched that and I was like, wow, you to Desi today, the Desi that you have decided to be, grown to be, and become, right, of your own design, because you have unleashed the power of your own programming and made yourself who you are today. Today's Desi is, damn, you know what I'm saying? Compared to that Desi from before, just watching that evolution. And what happens is so many times people will meet you today and you are so freaking awesome, and they fail to realize, hey, this is the product of a journey.
Mm-hmm.
And all they have to do is start their own journey or continue their journey to go where they need to go.
Right.
And even like, and you're right, even in the 3 years now that we've known each other, is it 3?
3.5.
3.5 years. I'll tell you right. I mean, the level of evolution, but here's the thing. There are other people who are here and who've been here 3 years, 4 years, even 5 years, who have not had that level of personal development and growth, and are wondering why. It's that decision. Desi made a decision to become who she is. And because of who she is attractive. And we're not talking about physically. We're talking about people want to be in her space because that want to become better. And so that's why they gravitate. They find them. That's why they gravitate. They find Jake. Jake, I've watched you become, like, you were always a impressive guy.
I wasn't. Trust me, you can ask Elliot. I was not.
No, it's just since I've met you, right?
Okay.
But you know, I know you coach very, very closely with Presidential Diamond Darren Gibson, and I see the work that you guys have been doing together. And I've seen you just evolve. Like what I've seen you do since I've met you is polish. Right? You've become, you were impressive because you were a big personality, but you've now become this incredibly polished, I want to go where you're going guy, like with your fitness and your family.
I think what Desi's done as well, and what winners do, is we're very growth minded. But yes, okay, we are result focused and stuff like that, but we're not like materialistic where like we need the result. We see the result as feedback, and we say, do you know what? That result didn't go as planned. I need to get better.
Right.
That's it. We don't blame the company. We don't blame the prospect. We don't blame the presentation. We blame us. We think at some point we need to get better. Okay, but because I used to do it all the time, you know, like, oh, it's their paradigm, you know, they ain't got the money, they ain't got the time. And Darren used to text me saying, bro, I would have got them in.
Yeah.
I would have got, and I'm like, really?
I would have got them in.
Yeah, like you have to look at you. Like you have to get to the point where, like, if it rains on you, that's your fault. Okay, you didn't bring an umbrella. Like everything's your fault. Every single thing. We
listen to some of the same stuff. It's clear. Absolutely. And that's it. So it's like when people look at you and they look at Darren and they look at Jackie and they look at all of you guys and say, I want to have what you're having. They need to realize that they need to become who you've become and who you are becoming. Right. You know, everybody doesn't decide to do presentations every day, but everybody doesn't get the results of somebody who does presentations every day. And if you want to get those results, you have to become the kind of person that does presentations every day. That's what you got to do. You have to become that. When you look at Mr. Bugs and you want his lifestyle and you want his results, it's not just because of what he does.
What he did. You got to do
and
what
it's not
he
because
did.
of what, and it's not even just because of what he did. It's because he became the kind of person who does that shit. Swear jar.
And the thing is, like, we've all got so much respect for each other because we know that growth is painful, guys. Like, I mean, Elliot, I've seen Elliot go through some. I'm actually amazed that Elliot's still in the business. I'm like Elliot should have quit like so many times. I've just got so much. There's always going to be, no matter whatever happens in the future, there's always going to be a level of respect because I know what he's been through, and I think that when you cross that diamond rope, that's really the main thing. That there's just an automatic respect there. There's an automatic level of respect because we know that you've had to go to some mental places to even be here right now. So and that's why I believe people build this business. You know, I was talking to Mr. Gibson the other day. It's money doesn't motivate most people. I built this business. I couldn't be motivated by money. I wasn't around any money. My mom and dad were not having any money. None of my friends have money. I built this business to actually make Darren proud. If this sounds weird, but I built this business to be important. I built this business to be invited around the table. Does that make sense? Like to gain respect, to get the mentors respect. So like, but in order to become that person as a leader, you have to become someone that people would want to respect. Like would first of all, it starts with self-respect. I mean, do you even respect yourself? You can't expect anyone to respect you if you don't respect you. Are you respecting, like, do you even value yourself, your own family, the food you're putting into your body? Are you working out every day? Like, are you respecting yourself? And then you're going to become a person that people, do you know what? I want that person's respect. I want to be around that person. And when you create that kind of charisma people will build the business.
That's it. Sure. That's it. I think if we were to re-topic today, it would be about becoming. because you have the conversation keeps coming around to that. Like you said, if you want that, you got to become the kind of person that is. You evolved in order to get that level of respect, right? PDDG just put in the chat a little while ago, about Desi, your transformation. And Elliot, we've watched you just become this beast, and it's absolutely great. I'll tell you, you've been kind of consistent, right? In terms of, you're just a very, very respectable guy. But at the end of the day, guys, that's what it is. If you want what these guys have, you got to become who they're becoming. Who's hot right now? Who's coming up the ranks? Who are you guys hiding?
You'll see. You know what? I'm really excited, and maybe, this will help somebody here on the line because, we tend to be really hard on ourselves, and obviously it has to do everything with society because we're so focused on what society thinks versus focused on what we think for ourselves. And I think that is the biggest thing that, Mr. Gibson has taught me is, what do you think of you is what matters, right? Because when you build you attract the people that you want to have in your business, but you will never be able to attract them unless you become consistent, right? Because you can't be complaining, this person quit, that person quit. Well, have you been consistent? Are you showing up for your business every single day, right? Are you doing the presentations every single day? Are you, going out there and reaching out to people, connecting with new people, building relationships, building rapport? Are you doing all of that in order for you to attract those people? But if you're not, we know the Bible says law is the first order. Well, if you don't have order, then, your business is not going to be growing. And, I love what, obviously, this community, because I've learned a lot through Mr. Bugs. I've learned a lot through Mrs. Bugs, that essentially is helping me in my business, especially working with men, working with women, because we all know that both brains work differently. But, the expansion within this community, only because, yes, Mr. Gibson has given me the math and the tools and everything, but at the end of the day, I needed to bet on myself and do the things which were extremely uncomfortable. And let me tell you, it never ends. The moment that you're in your comfort zone, you know that you are in a stagnant place, there is no growth. You should be worried if you're not experiencing challenges and adversity. That is when you should be actually worried, because there is no growth. As a matter of fact, like when there's a lot of, secret, I was gonna say.
We got a square jar.
By the way, when there's a lot of stuff that are happening at the same time, one thing I want you to know, you're on the right track. Your breakthrough is literally around the corner. All you gotta do.
I'm sorry, Mark. If you mean shit,
yes,
you don't say shit. But we all know that you meant to say shit. Do you still have to put it in the swear jar?
Yeah, so yes. I didn't say it, you said it. But I'll never forget when we were in Miami, when we met with Mr. Bugs before we got, we partnered up with Ibüümerang. When I met him for the first time. And I'll never forget what he said right then and there. That was huge. He said, the moment you guys make a decision, you press this restart button, watch what's going to happen. Your personal life will be affected, your relationships, your health, your finances, or all of it at the same time. Because like I said, you got to leave the old life for the new life that you said that you want, right? So are you ready to do that? Because you can't want a new life without making room for everything that you just ask for, right? The law of vacuum of prosperity. You got to let go, clean up, throw some clothes that are no longer serving the, the person. You've outgrown the clothes that you're still wearing. You're going to have to go out for shopping. I mean, I'm not saying don't go shop. Don't do something that you can't afford doing right now, but go out and build your business. Meet new people, because essentially, Darren says it all the time, your network is your net worth. And if your net worth isn't where you want to be, then that should tell you why you're broke, why you're unhappy. So you got to go and learn how to connect with new people. That's it. We've all done it. And guess what? each and every one of us, including Mark, including Tigray here on the line, when they used to build, they felt this comfort walking up to people, introducing themselves. We all do. I still do, even until today. I don't like talking to new people. I gotta, take my, my introverted costume off and put my extrovert costume on. I still gotta like turn that switch. I mean, I'll never forget Tigray. Mr. Bugs always says it when he's on stage. Even he said it in Houston. Well, were we in Houston this year? Yeah, in Houston. And he said, look, I am always uncomfortable before stage.
Yep.
He always says it.
Mm-hmm.
But then, when the spirit comes through, it's just like amazing. But
Exactly.
essentially, I mean, each and every one of us has a gift, and you've been given a purpose. But guess what? You are not allowing God, the universe, whatever you believe in, to work through you so you can spread that gift. Mr. Buck started it. Now is our time, turn to continue what he started.
Mm-hmm.
So,
man, there's so much. It's absolutely insane. I mean, the guys, ladies, if you're, somebody's on here saying, but they're not telling me that I need to sponsor this many people and that many people to make money. Trust me, they just gave you the plan. The plan has been laid out. And if you just listen to this, they are decoding life for you, not just Ibüümerang. Desi, you talked about costumes. I could ask one question right now that will take this group someplace, and we'll be here for another hour. If we say, let's talk about the costumes that people wear that keep them from getting the results that they want. I mean, that's a topic, but this is the stuff that you need in order to succeed. And I just love you guys for sharing it. Love you guys for sharing. Jake, I almost don't recognize you, man.
Honestly, man, it just don't avoid the work, man. Like, trust me, just the work instills the worth.
Yeah.
The work instills the worth.
One thing I'm gonna toss this question out there to you guys, and it'll be one of the last questions, but I'll start you guys off, because one of the things that I have done that is now starting to change the results I'm getting in my life and in my business is I recommitted to fitness, right? Because if you guys have known me now for more than a couple of years, you know that I had a big fitness push, right? And then, sometimes you go on a little hiatus. So I went on a little bit of a hiatus, gained a little bit of weight back, and I'm like, oh no, I'm not comfortable, and I'm not buying new clothes. And so I recommitted, and as I get more fit, my confidence and my energy level goes up. So one of the things that I noticed, this group is definitely a very fit group, and a couple of you in particular have really been proponents of fitness. So I'll put the question to the group: what role does personal fitness have in becoming successful, in your opinion or experience?
You're selling, this business is a lifestyle business. You're essentially, people are buying into, I want to be like you. Most people struggle to, if you look what most people do, they can't follow a diet plan. They can't. So if you follow a diet plan, you're instantly rare. You're instantly a solution for them. Most people can't be consistent and train in the gym, and get in good shape, because they don't like to train hard. They don't, they're in, they're out, 2 weeks here, 3 weeks there, whatever it is. The second you get in good shape, you're a solution for them. It's a way in, I believe genuinely in 2024, like, for example, you see on YouTube, if you've got, and this is just me being can I just be honest? Because sometimes you have to actually hear the truth to like change from it.
mm-hmm.
For example, if I said to you that top is blue, it's not going to offend you, because it's clearly not true. So you're not going to be offended by that. But if I said that if you've got a belly and you're talking about money, I'm not going to listen to you. That's not me being offensive. And if you take offense from that, that's good. Like, go and change that, because, like, does that make sense? Like,
Mhm.
2024 is different. Like, we live in an image-based society. There's so many choices now available. So like, why would I choose someone who's overweight and lazy and doesn't have a level of respect to follow as a leader? I'm not going to do that. I'm really not going to do that.
So
I
let
think-
me clarify for the people. So it's not what Jake is not saying is I don't like the person because they're overweight.
Oh no.
What he's saying is I don't like the person because of what being overweight means about the person.
But also as well, if you like, it's what you're doing every day as well. It's not just where you are, it's where you're going. Like,
Yeah.
if you're overweight and not doing anything about it, then you gotta go and, like, why would you want to set that example for the people you love, first of all?
Mhm. Yeah.
You're literally shortening your life, and you know you don't feel good. So you could eat diamond if you want, but you're not going to see diamond because you're going to be constantly thinking about what it looked like in this t-shirt.
Mhm.
You're not going to be able to see it. So I want to be able to actually get to the income and be proud and be proud of my presence as well. But essentially the main thing is that you're actually working towards. Earl Nightingale said that success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. So as long as you're working towards it, that's the main thing. Like, guys, when you all start showing the plan consistently, I promise you this right now, you're gonna forget about the results. You're gonna just fall in love with just getting better. And then you're just gonna fall in love with just getting better, and you're gonna be like, do you know what? Did I do what I had to do today? And if the answer is yes, you're happy. I promise you this right now, regardless of the result. If you did what you had to do today, that's happiness. That's success.
Mhm.
It's not. Trust me. That's it. And when you get a result and then stop doing what you did to get the result, you feel like shit. You start going backwards instantly.
Yeah.
So that's that kind of how I relate to it, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Desi, what are your 2 cents? You've actually had a fitness line. You've been a fitness competitor.
Yeah, so I would say this. I'm just on the same train with you. I just got back into the gym 3 weeks ago. I had a shoulder injury, but I'm really excited. And I love what you said because it takes one time and then you got to repeat that time and then you got to repeat that time. And then in 30 days, your body will be asking for you to drug your I was going to say something. Your body will be asking you to drag yourself to the gym.
I helped you one time. I'm not going to help you again.
But you know what, Tigray, it's probably difficult for a lot of people. So, food, nutrition, I wasn't born in a country where we were eating junk. So for me, that was not an issue. It has never been. The biggest thing about, coming here, obviously working out, teaching my son eats prep food, broccoli, chicken, fish, sweet potatoes. So it's like food has never been an issue for us, right? And food or, working out, because obviously his dad is also very athletic and active, but that is just a lifestyle. Once you have it, it's a muscle memory. You can always go back to recreate it. Now, if you're just getting started, again, maybe get a partner, to hold you accountable, or maybe tell your mentor, hey, if you've never worked out, if you've never done anything, one thing that I am not an advocate, because I have nutritional certification, personal, like I know a little bit about the body, the anatomy and how the body works. If you are not sick, leave the Ozempic alone. All right. This is a short-term fix. Diet, you can never outwork a bad diet. Okay. I don't care what you're taking, but once you build this habit, this will help you for life. I was just looking on TikTok. I found a lady, she's 62. She looks better than me. Like, but it tells you the type of lifestyle she has, right? So at the end of the day, like I said, it starts with one day. Find an activity that you like. You don't have to go lift weights, although weightlifting is amazing. Ladies, don't be afraid of lifting heavy weights, okay? It makes your body looks good. But find an activity that you really, really, really enjoy, and just in a nice environment, whatever it is, and then make sure that you stay on top of your diet. That is very important, because like I said, you can't be eating junk and working out 5 hours a day. You're still gonna look like junk. So
Desi, I'm sorry. I got to ask you a question. What does any of this have to do with Iboomerang?
nothing. But we want to have a good looking, that Jake said, we are a lifestyle company.
I would disagree with you.
No,
That has everything to do with Iboomerang.
right? We're a lifestyle company. So at the end of the day, I mean, Darren says it all the time. You can't sell a dream looking like a nightmare.
Facts. Guys, I read this book called The Warrior Code or something like that. It's a book for men, right? And it's all about changing your perspective. That's what success is. And he said, with regard to fitness, he said, do you view your body as a vehicle that needs to be able to take you where your mind wants to go?
Right.
Right. And one of the things I thought of, because when I first read that book, I was traveling quite a bit. And that, Jake, it made me think to myself and said, can this vehicle get me through the airport if I only have a few seconds before the gate is going to close? Can this vehicle make the sprint?
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry to go.
Go for it. Go for it.
And Elliot knows as well that my family are pretty different when it comes to food and exercise and stuff. So it's actually been a real struggle for me to actually master the food and the fitness. It's really not in the family, trust me. But
same here, not family either.
Yeah, the area that you're avoiding is where you're going to find the most growth. Everyone's different. If you're okay with food and stuff and you live a healthy lifestyle, it's probably going to be something different for you. But if you I advise all men just to get a six-pack. Just do it once. Just get a six-pack just one time, because you'll learn so much about yourself. It's incredible. So what I'm saying is just that's where and the book Outwitting the Devil, it says the number one cause of drifting is actually that people can't control what's going in their mouth. They can't literally control food. It's the biggest form of discipline, and every area will leak into the next area. How you do one thing is how you do everything. Mr. Book says this every single time. So when you become consistent over here, it's going to leak into your business. It's going to leak into your income. It's going to leak into your self-esteem and all sorts. But everyone's different. So you need to take a look at what areas you need to personally improve on, and work on that. But the area that you're avoiding the most, that's where you're going to find the most growth.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, this has been fun today. Very, very fun. I just love where this is going. Mark, you got any questions, comments? Want to take us anywhere? I mean, you are and have been, when it comes to fitness, my inspiration.
100%.
Since day one, right?
I've worked out 38 years.
38 years.
Yeah, 38 years. And I don't need to, I only go to the gym Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I only spend 20 to 30 minutes in the gym. I'm just maintaining now. And Sunday through Friday, I'm on a strict diet. And then at Friday at 5 o'clock, I go crazy.
Cookies.
It's true. Don't stand between him and the pantry door. You could get ran over, not run over, rant.
I think what we're missing now on Mondays, that boom burst needs to turn into a workout boom burst.
It does. It does. Go live in the gym, folks, and tag Ibüümerang, and we'll work out with you together. But it's just so, man, Jake, you hit some strong points.
Yeah, I want Elliot to sort of chime in, because obviously Elliot, before he come into business, was actually a professional athlete.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's why a lot of people see Elliot's success. Well, hang on a minute. Yeah. He was a professional athlete. So his that's a mental thing, with Elliot. So Elliot, I'd like to be sort of touch on that.
Yeah. I think if you, every time subconsciously, if you're looking at an individual and you see there's things they can improve on, and you're that person, subconsciously, if you can't trust yourself to stick to something, when you're asking people to join you, there is a self-sabotage that you aren't going to avoid ever. And I don't think people realize this about when it comes to welcoming people into your life, because that's actually what we're doing. We're actually welcoming people into our life. So if you're asking people to buy from you and you cannot be disciplined and stay on disciplined into a diet routine, or even showing the plan, or even the fact you're going to be at the next event, you're actually not going to get the results of somebody who said yes to their best version of themselves, and you stick to it because they can feel that you aren't going to stick to what you said you would. And I'm afraid that income works. Income works in exactly the same way. I'm building this business. When I say to someone, join me, buy from me, is it a Visa, MasterCard? MasterCard starts with 5, Visa starts with 4. I'm saying, come into my life. It's a good place to be. It's a great place to be because I know me. So the reason why this business and this industry is so fantastic, and honestly, I've met some fantastic individuals I've literally worked with the best in cycling, professional cycling, and this industry for me creates the best individuals of elite nature that I've ever come across. So the reason why this was obviously a fantastic move for me was because I treat this like a sport. I do genuinely treat this like a sport. So going into like training and working out, if you guys can show the plan like you train, you'll get to whatever income you want. You can literally you can design your income. And I think that comes with a lot of peace. I know there's an actual mathematical science to hitting the top of this compensation plan because Mr. Bugs gave us exactly what to do. And I know if I treat it like a sport, or you treat it like your gym plan, you can't not hit it because you know from the people who've got the results that that's what works. And if you're not doing that, you aren't going to have the six pack, you're not going to have the bank account, you're not going to be talking on a call or sharing what you know because you haven't been disciplined and stuck to a schedule. So that's exactly how I see it. I see this as a sport, and I see it as a direct path to any income you really want. And you have everything you need in place to do it. There's a place for people to pay. There's a place for your volume to accumulate. There's a place for everyone to get compensated and build and share what they know. And that's all. And we've got amazing individuals like everyone you guys see, and everyone started on day one like myself, and just let yourself be inspired and then go and do the work and come back to get inspired and go and do the work. And just, it brings you to where you want to be. It really, really does. So that's
E-dubs, you just made me think, like you just took us all on this big journey, right? Just now, that basically says that when you get to that pinnacle, it's going to be because you've become not just a successful person in this area, you've become a successful person holistically. And you just reminded me of something Mr. Bugs has been saying to Mark, me, and now all of you since we've met him. What does he say? How you do anything is how you do everything. You realize Elliot just said the reason some people are not diamond yet is because they can't stick to a diet. He said the reason some people are not diamond yet is because they can't follow a simple fitness routine. It's big, it's important because there's a person that you need to become in order to get where you're going. You know, like that book said, can your body take you from ambassador to diamond? Because there's a lot of work involved, you know.
Because deep down, you know that you're not worth.
Don't start that conversation. We're trying to close out flight school. Do it. Don't do it.
You are doing the work with you. With you. Like there's no one else, like no one else is eating for you. You're eating for you, right? So you're doing the work, making those daily sacrifices every single day. So you got no problem in saying, yes, I'm a diamond, nothing less. I'm not going to expect anything less. Like, this is crazy. Like, you're saying no to me. I don't, no one says no to me. You, like, interview people. I'm going to choose to work with you. Trust me. Because, like, you're going to catch something from me. It's only going to be one way. We're going to grow. That's it. Do you know what I mean? Like, so, yeah. Anyway, I'll shut up now.
Man. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Why did he do that? I mean, what he basically said is you're not getting the results you want because of how you're feeling about yourself because of what you do in the rest of your life. Man. Crazy. Alte, what do you think about that?
Yeah, it's absolutely spot on. And like Jake said before, you know, the work instills the worth. Like if you're showing up for yourself consistently, you're getting up when you're supposed to get up, you're going through your routine, you're taking action, you're doing everything with intention. That's really what it comes down to. If you're not intentional with what you're doing every single day, then your results are most likely going to be scattered, or you're just going to be up and down. That's one thing. Like the people that win the biggest in this business are the people that are most consistent, not just in the action that they're taking on their business, but working on themselves daily. You know, like Jim Rohn says, you know, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Or, you know, we're not saying, you know, sit there all day, read books, spend all your time in the gym and don't take action on your business, but make sure that you have a strict regime of what you're doing every single day from the point you wake up and the point you go to bed, and everything is, you know, with intention. You're spending time to work on yourself, to study, to make sure you're feeding your mind good information, and also working on your body, like Jake said. You know, getting the right food, working out however many hours that is in a day, whether that's 30 minutes. I'd say everyone needs to move at least 30 minutes a day. Whether you're, you know, going to the gym, you're walking, you're running, do something physical to get your heart rate up, because you're going to feel a lot better and you're going to sell a lot better as well. And that's really what people buy into at the end of the day. Then it's a lot of people spend so much time, you know, focusing on studying the, you know, the product and knowing about Elevate and Ibüümerang, but really it's about you becoming the absolute best version of yourself, because that's what people are going to buy into at the end of the day. And you being loud with what you're doing, showing the world, you know, exposing yourself on social media. That's one thing that I've started doing a lot more. Just, you know, more people need to hear your voice and sharing what you're excited about, and you being a living example of, you know, really what this environment and this opportunity can do for somebody. Because it is a life transformation. It's not just about joining a business and, you know, making money. It's a life transformation, and it's about you becoming an absolute best version of yourself and showing people how they can do exactly the same.
Man, that's it. I mean, that's it. You're going to be successful when you become, like Alte just said, the best version of yourself.
Tigre,
Right.
can I just add? Can I just add?
Go for it.
The word you ooze conviction when you do things that you're asked to be doing by people that have got results. You just have conviction about you, and people can feel that. So many people that I could get started just because I'm you know, I'm maybe talking to them, or they're talking with my mentor, because they can feel our conviction. Showing the plan, doing the presentation, whether you're doing it to your cuddly toys to start with, do you know what I mean? I don't care who I'm doing it with, as long as I'm doing it. The rep is more important to me than how many guests are on the line, whether it's 1,000 or whether it's 2. It's the conviction you create by going away from a call like this and doing what those in positions you want to be can do, and also noticing what that win looks like. I feel like I've just got very good at identifying from Mr. Gibson, from Mr. Parton, from Mr. Bugs, what a win looks like in this industry. And a win is showing the plan, not necessarily how many people got started. So you've got to become really good at knowing what a win looks like. And when you've done that, you start building this momentum and confidence that you don't want to let go of. And I'm just obsessed with that confidence you can build from doing what you said you'd do. So yeah, conviction's everything for me.
Wow. Confidence comes from doing what you said you would do. Wow. Desu, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. The boys, we've been yakking it up. We got to give the last word to the queen. So
I mean, I believe we said it all. You got to start doing the things you said you were going to do, period, point blank. If that is you waking up every single day, 45 minutes before you're supposed to wake up to get your workout done at home, you don't even need to go to the gym. You know, you can go out for a walk, you can do something, you know, some squats, some lunges, you can get it done. But I can guarantee you, the moment that and maybe in the beginning, you're going to have to force yourself to do it. I mean, every single one of us here on the line, the things that we didn't want to do are the things that gave us the results. But once we started implementing and doing every single day, consistency compounded, and that's why we're on this call today.
Man, the things you don't want to do are the things that get you the results. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a great time today on the Ibüümerang Flight School podcast, which is what it's become. And we appreciate having you guys here. I want to give a shout out to my sexy partner over there, Mr. Mark Kithcart, your chief marketing officer, and all these incredible leaders that were on here with us today. This is what we do, folks. This is, sometimes you come here, it's going to be X's and O's, numbers and strategies. Sometimes it's going to be how-tos. But today was about decoding your life so that you can have the success that you want. We love you guys and appreciate you all. Let's pose and take our picture on 3, 2, and 1. Extreme jealousy, Mr. Parton. Extreme jealousy happening.
You see who's vibrating the highest.
I'm like, he's got confetti. I need confetti. I need confetti. All right. Love you guys. Have a great Saturday. It's the Goal Zone. Go big, everybody. Massive volume.
Love you, ambassadors.